trouble is, if I come to you, Amanda, the trouble is the violence towards Aboriginal women in Central Australia is appalling. I mean, in 2018, in the Northern Territory alone, 85% of Aboriginal victims of crime knew the offender. Half were victimised by partners. Aboriginal women made up 80% of those victims. Why isn't that story being told and those problems being addressed, Amanda?
I think part of the reason that problem's not being addressed is that it doesn't fit the narrative of those people who seek to divide Australians into groups that they can have at war with one another, in the metaphorical sense. And in a circumstance where a woman in Central Australia is 95 times more likely than a white woman to end up in hospital at the hands of domestic violence, we have a problem that we need to get real about. Now, I'm really encouraged to see Michelle saying common sense things about the harm that comes from tearing down statues. It's great to hear, but the reality is that what I hear from my Labor counterparts in the Senate is serious indulgence in the nonsense that is identity politics. The idea that we should divide Australians into groups based on genetic attributes we can't control and blame one another for things, it's an absurdity. What we need is to get away from treating some issues as taboo and encouraging harsh moral judgments of one another, and we need to understand that we need to be able to agree to disagree. We've got to be able to have hard conversations because that's how we solve the problems that face us as a country.
Well, I have to